All right, Brent Porcio, TopVelocity.net. Pretty excited today. Have another one of our 90-plus testimonials. Corey Wilson. What's up, Corey?
How you doing?
Cool. So just wanted to get you on to kind of tell your story. I think people probably have seen your video, which was cool. I mean, I just remember when you came into camp. It was this summer, right? We came into camp this summer. And
Yes, sir.
you were. I remember just before you left, you did a step throw at like 89. So I could see it was coming. It was cool that when you came back, you were right there. So kind of talk about first why you came to camp this summer. Like what were you looking to do? Why did you reach out?
I came to camp because I said my freshman, sophomore year in high school, I mean, my velocity was pretty good. I guess for my age, I was like probably mid to upper 80s. And then I had Tommy John sophomore year.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
And they said it would take probably like 12 months to be fully back. But my 12 months, I dropped like 6 miles an hour. I was sitting 78, 79, 80. And then when season came around, I was 81. And I thought, didn't think. I knew that wasn't going to help me get to the next level, which that's why I reached out to y'all and to see if y'all had anything I could do. And that's when I started watching all the videos and stuff. And my dad actually showed me some of the videos. He was the first one to find y'all, and he found the videos, and I started watching all the videos, like testimonials, and I thought that was pretty awesome, like seeing people go from like 75 to 95, and just thought that was crazy. And I just wanted to get to the next level and see what I had to do to get there, I guess.
I'm actually trying to pull up your analysis or your motion capture from camp. Do you remember what your speed was in camp?
My speed I was sitting probably 78 to 82 max, like 82 maybe, actually probably 81.
Yeah, I got you in here at actually 84. 84 is the highest one you hit.
84, I got you. Yeah, okay, that was when I was like, I guess that was
had you done the program before you came in?
Before I came in, I guess I would say I was attempting to learn this stuff, but I never actually did the program.
Okay.
Because I never really.
So what was it like going into the camp where you hadn't?
Oh, it was honestly a bit overwhelming. The first day.
You're like, damn it, I should have read this stuff before I came in here.
Yeah, I was struggling on med balls. I was struggling on all types of like separation throws. I didn't have any separation, so I was looking back on videos the other day, and I showed you a couple of them when I was there. Didn't look too pretty, and it was definitely I would say a rough day at camp the first day, especially even the second one. I didn't even want to continue it. Honestly, I felt like I was so behind, seeing everyone's numbers and stuff and my mobility and stuff. Ooh, I didn't even do that.
You're showing the chair now.
Yeah, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, but I mean that's normal. I mean, you noticed that when you because you were here. How long were you here this summer?
I was there for about a month and 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, just in your month and 2 weeks, you saw that like, hey, that's kind of a underlying theme when you come into this. You struggle up front until you get good at it.
Right, and that's why I like coming in the summer too. Like everyone's helping you because everyone there has the same goal. Everyone wants each other to succeed and everything. That's why I feel like that helped me the most. Everyone's just teaching you from like what they've done into like what you're doing. That's what honestly I loved about the program.
Yeah, I mean, this was a good group. This was a good group this summer. I mean, you stayed connected with a lot of them, right?
Right. I still talk to Kale.
How is Kale? I haven't heard from Kale.
He's pretty good. He hit 89 in front of a.
Dang it! He almost became a testimonial.
89 in front of a scout the other day.
All right. Well, Kale, if Kale's watching, tell him I want 90. He's right there.
Definitely.
I want him to be a testimony. I mean, he's a great testimony. He's just that kid.
Definitely.
That kid works his butt off. So.
Yeah, me and him, we pushed each other too.
You do?
I almost passed out the one conditioning day.
No, I really enjoyed having Kale in here. Hopefully he'll come back.
Yeah, he's coming back. We may get together in the summer and get maybe an apartment or something.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I would love to have you guys back. I think the summer's gonna be good. Giancarlo, remember Giancarlo?
Yeah.
He said he's already ready to come back. He was making sure I had a room for him. So, well, good. So, So then you started just this summer, like I mean, you made gains. I mean, you
Right.
made some decent gains. Like you said, you had that step throw at 89. So it was right there before you left. And then what did you do when you left?
When I left, I was very like, I'd say, I don't know. I was going into college, so I really didn't know what to expect from how their program was, and so I tried to incorporate all the like level 1 stuff. I tried to keep going with that. There were some days I couldn't because we were doing preseason stuff with baseball, so I tried to work around that. I just go. I do my med ball throws Monday, Wednesday, Friday, like the heavy ones Tuesday, and that Tuesday, Thursday, and I think the med balls helped me get my most like. I say just the range of motion. I should say like it helped me like correlate it or translate it from the mat or from the like actually driving from like the king of the hill to actually incorporate it on the mound. And
so like hip to shoulder separation got better.
Right. When I first came there, I had no hip to shoulder separation. It was just all arm, literally no separation. Didn't have much mobility either. Was one of my biggest problems.
Yeah, and then you've also because you're not the biggest guy, but you've gotten a lot faster and more explosive. I mean, what's helped you in the weight room?
I'd say squats, a lot of like the box squats are really good. Definitely the cleans and shrugs, the split jerks. Those
challenging.
I definitely knew I was behind on those when I started.
Yeah, I mean, people don't understand jerks actually really make you get more explosive quickly.
Definitely.
And because you're having to catch it overhead, you're having to be really strong and
you're having to stabilize yourself. It's definitely a different. I say lift than
any other one. Yeah, and so has it been hard incorporating that at school?
Sort of, because they do a lot of weighted balls, and our coach, he was like, I love that you're getting gains and everything, and I feel like I do everything like weight program and all of that, and it's pretty much just all like what he allows me to do, and he knows I work hard and all that, so he knows I'm not going to escape anything. So he said I should do what's best for me because having Tommy John too.
Well, that's a good coach.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, and that's the hard thing, man. I mean, you had Tommy John really young. We'll talk about like what. Well, let's first talk about you hit 90. So you come in, you hit 90. And that was pretty quick. I mean, you were here for like a week, and you were already right there. Why do you think when you came in, you're already ready to go?
I'd say it was mainly a lot of I was doing I started the level 2. The level 2 was really was pretty good. It was a lot of just
a lot of volume, and you probably need it because you're not a big guy, so probably put some size on you or got some strength going.
Because I gained 20 pounds in summer.
Yeah.
Which that helped me a lot. Mm-hmm. And then I got to school, started losing some. But then I was like, all right. I realized in mid-fall, I was like, I need to start gaining weight again, not start drinking everything. Because I got out of the protein shakes, which I was slacking on those. And I realized if I'm gonna keep it up, I gotta get back on.
The point is you hit 90, but it's you have the potential to be a 95 guy, but you're gonna have to put on maybe another 20 pounds, and you're gonna have to be getting really into our elite ranges, with your cleans and all the field measurements, just getting really athletic.
Right.
Because you have the ability. I think you definitely have the ability to be a 95 guy. You just got to really work your ass off.
Right. I'm gonna have to keep grinding like I was in summer and now, and because I feel like if I can get my numbers, which my power clean, and I say the only numbers I think are really what I want them to be right now, are my speed, my agility, and my power or my squats. Because my legs, that's one thing. I've really strong legs, so that helps me, being a smaller guy, drive a lot more.
Yeah, and if you can get your clean up more, then you can convert more of that to power, and that just means because you have good mobility and you time your movements well.
Right.
And you're springy, so just more power through that is going to really crank up your velocity more.
Right.
So talk about before you came, you said you were a Tommy John victim.
Oh yeah.
Talk about how that happened. What do you think led to your Tommy John?
I think what led to Tommy John was, I'd say, a little bit of overuse, not doing proper care for my arm. I was mainly going out there every 4th or 5th day, just throwing however much I could throw, I guess. and
Well,
it
obviously
just
you were starting to throw upper eights, upper
yeah,
80s.
it
So you were
was.
starting to throw hard, and how big were you when you were doing that?
I was 5'7", 135.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like, I
Yeah,
just think it's the fact that you were throwing so hard at such a small size that
right,
that's why a guy like you just needed strength training very young. And unfortunately, I don't think you were getting enough of that.
right. I was not very strong. I was very, I should say, under the under everyone else.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, wouldn't you say that's? I mean,
Right,
if someone said you were throwing hard, I mean, your Tommy John issue was you were throwing hard. Obviously, you were throwing too much, but you just weren't strong enough to be throwing that hard.
right. My whole body wasn't just. It wasn't ready for all that. It wasn't ready for how that fast of speed.
Yeah,
It just wasn't. It just wasn't prepared for that.
and the ligaments aren't meant to absorb that kind of power, that kind of speed.
Right.
That's where if your muscular system can't protect your joints, like there's no way at that size, at that speed, your ligaments are going to do it. So when your ligament goes, it just means you failed muscularly to protect your body.
Right.
And
that's
yeah,
why
you can. And the problem is, like, you can overthrow, and it fatigues those muscles, and then those muscles get worn out, and they can't do their job. But
Right.
you know, maybe there was some overuse there, but just strictly on the fact that you're 135, I think it just really shows you just weren't strong enough.
Right. And that's why I like the program. Like that helped me. It literally strengthens up your whole body if you do everything that program asks of you. Like it strengthens up everything that so your arm doesn't take all the pressure. I think that's the big thing about the program. That's why it helps. I'd say if you do the program, if you do everything that's like that it asks for you, you're definitely going to see some gains by like I guess physically, and I guess your arm. You're not gonna feel it.
Yeah, I mean,
'Cause
you're
I
right.
feel a lot of pain.
I think the biggest benefit of the program is the injury prevention. I mean, just seeing what
Right.
we've done with, you know, major league pitchers like Chris Medlin, David Ardsma, you know, Matt Marksberry, Cody Hall, is they were injured guys, and this brought them to health. I think that
Right.
is a big part of this. It just doesn't sell as, you know, who wants something?
Yeah.
Who wants to do a program because it makes them healthy? They want to do a program that throws hard, but the thing is like that's how it should work. If you want to throw
Right.
hard, you need to make sure you are healthy. Because if not, who cares if you throw hard if you keep blowing your arm?
Yeah. And it's definitely not worth it.
Yeah. All right. Well, good, man. I just want you to tell your story, and people can watch your progress. I'm gonna try to even do a compilation on your progress videos just so people can see what you did. But I think you got potential to be 95. We could do another testimonial when you go 95, man. It's another
Yes,
5
sir.
mile an hour job.
Plan on that in the summer.
All right, dude. Well, tight. We'll have a good day, and looking forward to the summer, man. Have a good season, too.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate you doing. Let me kill this real quick.